माझा एकलो फ्रेंड नेवीन काम करतालो रॉय मिनेजीस फ्रॉम दिवार ओनली सो आय केम विथ हिम टू बॉम्बे बसीलो देंवताच हांव पळयतां आरे खूंय पावलो हें कितें I was overwhelmed. So much people at that time also. So I remember reaching around 8:30 because in Goa 8:30 people are like just getting ready. उठता सुसेगाद कोण घांसता दांत घांसता कोण दर्याशीन वयता भुरगीं इस्कॉलाक वता पूण हांगासर लोक ऑलरेडी लागलो कामाक वाटेक
Goan is a cool place because mostly I stay in the beach area. For me it is like a cool breeze, थंड वारें आनी सो हिंगचो सगळो गर्दी गांवांत हें तें
Actually, the first day when I came to Bombay, and like what I heard about Bombay was Bombay don't sleep at night. And the first night when I came, like there was a marathon. So early in the morning music, and I say, really, Bombay don't sleep.
When a young man comes to the city, he is confronted with a machine. The city is a machine that he does not understand. He has to plug himself into this machine and try and find a way in which to incorporate his skill, his labor into the machine so that it becomes one integral unit. While he is doing this, he needs a staging post. The Kud was that staging post.
Whenever you speak about like I'm going to Bombay, the first question they'll ask you where you're going in the club. Because at the moment I think the membership is crossed around 1,000. So every house knows there's a club in Bombay, and that's the first person they tell you.
आणि क्लब आमच्या जाणट्या मनशांनी 1850 पर्यंत तेन्ना सगळें सोय आसलें बोमायन तें घेवन दवरलेले जागे सगळ्या गांवच्या लोकांनी चिंतलें येयल्या पळय तेन्ना ह्यो रूम घेवपाक ते येयले म्हणटच ते क्लबान राव येताले आनी एक विलेजीचे वाड्याचे ह्यो क्लब आसलो थंय 260 क्लब आसले आदी
Dobi Talao was one big center. All its lanes and avenues had some club or the other. Many were concentrated in what later the building which came up in the 19th century, and that was Jair Mahal. Now Jair Mahal had shops on the floor level, and higher up it accommodated a number of clubs of different villages. And all around the building. The building is the Jair Mahal is made up of 5 buildings put together, and so it's very, very big.
Tate mode, por sol tale, गाव गावचे तातून भाव रावतात आमचे कुळलेपणे पुजणे राणी
My father went to Pune to sit for his 10th standard exams, as they were called in those days. And he met a boy who was from Bombay. And my father was vastly impressed by the size of Pune and the amount of people that were there. So the Bombay boy said, "You think this is a city? Come to Bombay." My father thought this was an invitation. So he sold his ticket back to Goa, bought a ticket to Bombay and came with the boy to Bombay. And the boy abandoned him on the railway station, walked away with his mother, and my father was left stranded on the railway station. This meant that he had nowhere to live, he had no money to eat. And then someone rescued him because they realized that he was speaking Konkani. A Catholic man heard that he was speaking Konkani and took him to the Mohira Kud, which is where my father started his career, which is where he bumped into a network of young men who encouraged him, who talked to him, who asked him what he'd like to do, who saw that he had a natural aptitude for mechanical engineering, who helped him get into the VJTI, who helped him get his degree, who started him on his way. During this time, for the first few months, they fed him. Without thinking about it, they took one loaf out of the 2 loaves that they were served and they gave it to him. They took him out on the weekends and he played football with them. Lifelong associations were developed there. People whom I still know as my uncles, these friendships were forged in the Kud.
सगळे जाण रांदूंक जाणा ते कोण नको सगळे जाणटात पळय सगळे करतात ते आतां कितें ते मिसा गेले म्हणटा हांवें करून दवरता रेडी chicken chakoti. There are Goan specialty, chicken chakoti, tikka.
It's Thanksgiving for the patron saint of the village, whichever village we belong to. And then it's a get together for all the members, outside, resident and non-resident. They all come together. It's a meeting time.
आधी कोणी होता सेलिब्रेट फेस्ट
आधी हांगासर ह्या हॉलांमध्ये डान्स चलता
बँड मेळटाले
बँड सगळे आसताले म्युजीक चलताले न्ही रे ते आतां म्युजिशियन आसले आदी हिंगासर म्युजिशियन चड म्युजिशियन आख्खे बसताले म्हणे हिंगासर आमचे चिडयेर बसून
चेडेच नाचताले की चेडवां येताले
आख्खी फॅमिली येताली
फॅमिली गेट टुगेदर आसताले
हांगासर आख्खी फॅमिली गेट टुगेदर नाव इट इज नॉट देट
डॅन्स हाऊसी
आख्खी रात बसून आसताली
आनी हिंगा प्रॉब्लेम काय ना
प्रॉब्लेम काय ना
जायते बेनिफीट आसली जेवणाक आमकां कसलेच त्रास नासले जाय दिल्ले मेळो आनी उणें जालें जाल्यार आमचे तारवटी भाव दुसरे भायर आसा पळय ते आमकां आदार करी नोय येता पळय त्या भुरग्यांक तेच भाशेन जायते भुरगे इस्कॉलाक वचोंक लागले क्लबान रावन आनी थोडे भुरगे कॉलेजीक पत्त्यान वयताले
म्हाका माय हांगारा एक भाव काजारी एंड हीज गॉट 2 किड्स एंड एक रेस्टॉरंट चलयता तो आनी आमचे ट्युरिस्ट बिजनसूय आहा कार चलयता खूद एंड आमी बायक्स हायराक दिता ट्युरिस्ट सिजनान आनी हांव गोंयांत फुटबॉल शेवतालो म्हाका दोनूय पांयांक इंजरी आहा आनी सोडचें पडलें फुटबॉल देन आय केम टू बॉम्बे इन 98. My father used to write songs for Konkani dramas in Goa. My father was killed in January 1976 and I was born in March 1976. So I have not seen my father, so my mother is my father and my mother both, and a friend.
ते बार्जीर गेले आणि बार्जीरूच मारून उडयलो ताका. मागीर कितें करतलें हांव? ल्हान ल्हान आहले भुरगे, व्हडल्याक भयणीन येलो आनी धाकटो म्हाज्याशी आहलो आनी हांवें करून काम करून तांकां वयर काडलें. म्हाका बोटीर सावन जायत्या लोकांनी पयशे धाडलेले ते भुरगे ल्हान आहा म्हणून.
म्हाका प्रॉब्लम नाहलो रांदून जेवपाक बिकॉज मॉम हॅड taught me cook at a very young age. Mom used to work in people's houses. And that time I had to cook my own food before going to school and all. So I used to cook for myself and my brother, I being the younger one. So that was good. I mean, it helped me a lot. That made me more confident about things. Whatever mom makes is too hard to resist. After all, it's not homemade, it's mom made. This tuja zolmazo, this wode koshezo, happy birthday mudon, ugdas korta tuzo.
आमचे गांव भाव सगळे आसत आनी एकामेकाक एकदम हेल्प करी. चड हेल्प करताले, कितें तुका जाय जाल्यार हाडून दिताले, हें करताले. बरो ना पळय जाल्यार तुका सगळें दोतोराचे भितर हें करी. सो इतलो आमकां मोग आनी मोहिपास चडलो क्लबान.
Suddenly, एका दिसाक on 16 February 2010, around 9:15 p.m. रातच्या वेळार आमच्या क्लबाची कोणें बेल मारली. सो आमी दार उगडलें आनी पळयल्यार एक पुलीस कॉन्स्टेबल आयलो आनी त्या पुलीस कॉन्स्टेबलान आमकां विचारलें, मिस्टर वेंसेस्लाव रॉड्रिगीस म्हणटा तो कोण आनी तो खंय आसा. आमी म्हटलें, मिस्टर वेंसेस्लाव रॉड्रिगीस तो आमचो क्लबाचो मेंबर आनी तो हँडल करता सगळें, पूण तो आतां ना, तो सद्याक गोंयांत आसा. तो म्हणूंक लागलो, बरें गोंयांत आसा जाल्यार तुमी एक काम करात, तुमी दोग जाण आमच्या पुलीस स्टेशनाक येयात. हे म्हणूंक लागले, तुमी येतात काय ना. जबरदस्ती आमकां ताणें लोकयले, पूश केले आनी म्हणलें आमचे थोडे भुरगे नायट ड्रेसाचेरूच आसले, थोडे हाफ पॅन्ट घालून आसले, थोडे बेश्टे बेनिनाचे आसले. सो आमी जे कोण मेवता तांकां ताणें दुखलून ताणें आमकां ओडून आमकां बासीन व्हॅनान बसयले. जेन्ना आमी व्हॅनान बसोवन पुलीस स्टेशनाक आमकां वयले तेन्ना सगळ्यांक आमकां ताणें लायनीन उबे करून दवरले. म्हाका म्हणूंक लागलो, पुना कितें जालां तें तूं जाणा. हांवें म्हटलें, वय बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट जाला. म्हणूंक लागलो, तो कोणें गेला. म्हणलें, आमी नको. तो म्हाका म्हणूंक लागलो, तो तुवें गेला आनी ते मेल्यात ते सगळे ताका तुवें व्हरल्यात म्हणून. आमी सगळे ओगे रावले.
See, the club rent is very, very less. I mean, I don't know whether you know about it. It's just 20 rupees or 30 rupees.
You just come and go also, you pay 200 rupees or 100 rupees, you pay and go. But this is for the maintenance of the club.
म्हयन्याची मिटींग आसता एक, चडशी संडे जाता. ते मिटिंगेक 3 पार्ट तुजें फॉर्म घालता. तूं एक एप्लिकेशन दिवचें पडटा एंड देन युअर नेम इज डिस्कस्ड इन द मिटींग. आनी मेंबर जावपाक तुजो बॅकग्रावंडूय पळयता. आय मीन हाव आर यू, वेदर यू आर अ ब्रॅट, बिकॉज क्लबाचे रुल्स आसतात. धांक लायट बॉल सगळे आसूंक जाय, आयमोरी करपाक, सोंग साडे सोंग.
बायलांक रावंक दिना. चेंज करता जाल्यार आमी घर सारकें बांदचें पडटा, रूम बांदचें पडटलें, कापूस चेडवांक बायलांक रूम बांदूंक जातलो. मागीर आमकां आतां पांके ना, पांके घालचे पडटले. बायलांक जालें म्हणटा बायले म्हणटाले वारें ना, वारें पांको जाय.
चे कूड बरें, आमची घरां बरीं, कित्याक काय म्हणशी बरे भाशेन उदक पासून नांग मेळना. टॉयलेट मेळ, तुका बरें दिसता हांव म्हणटा गोंयकारांक उपकार ना ते बॉम्बे
Pali is like rule. Now cleaning of the club. That is called the Pali. Your turn. You have to clean the club. This is how it is being maintained, like, you know.
There's never a constant number of people that are in the club. Today there will be 5, tomorrow there will be 10, another there may be 7. If we keep beds, then everybody will keep their own bed, and all the space will be occupied with the beds only. After you become a member, you are allowed to get a trunk. Whenever we go, we can keep our personal things inside. And secondly, like most of us like go on the ship. So whenever we go, we don't take everything. Some things we keep over here. Most of our certificates be inside. Maybe whatever cash is in our laptops. So like this is one of the safer place. You just keep it in the trunk, you lock it, and when you come back, your things are safe.
आमचे पेटे बेटे असले ते सगळे ताणें चोरून व्हेल्यो तातूंत आमचे बरे बरे वॅल्युबल्स आयटम असले इम्पॉर्टंट फायल्स इम्पॉर्टंट सर्टिफिकेट सगळे असले ते सगळे ताणें आमचे सगळे पेट्यो सुमार 130 पेट्स ताणें चोरून व्हेल्यो आमी कंप्लेन केलें पुलीस कमिशनराक LT मार्ग हांगासर पूण कोणेंच एक्शन घेवंक ना
म्हाका त्यात करपाची सोय आली चड आनी वालेंता परत मेकअप करूंक येतालें बॉक्सीर म्हणजे म्हाका त्यात पळोवंक मेळटालें मागीर एक पाणी हॉलान बांगवाडी त्यात करतना बसलोलो मेकअप रूमान सगळे वस्तू काडून दवरले मेकअपाच्यो आनी हांव बसून पळयतालो एंटरटेनमेंट जालो अरे कितें चेडे तूं पळयता आपणाक बेश्टो बसून तूं चल घे मेकअप मार आपणाक तोंडाक तो पयलो मेकअप हांवें एंटरटेनमेंट दिसाक मारलो त्यात पळोवंक गेलो आनी ताच्या भायर शिकून मेकअप मॅन जालो
त्या खातीर वचपाक जाय चोवपाक गोंयकारां उमेद आसा न्हू आमकां वी हॅव टू गिव सपोर्ट
The impetus for migration is always the same. It's never going to change. It is always going to be the hope that the shift will produce a change for you and your family. So as long as there are poor people and as long as there are people who have the hope of a better future, they will start moving. And this moving we can characterize in any number of ways, including migration. What has changed perhaps is the locus of this migration. Where it used to be that the Maya Nagari was Bombay, it now is Dubai. It now is probably California. But not everybody can get a visa to California, but everyone can get a bus ticket to Bombay, and then perhaps a visa to California. So Bombay, instead of being the final destination, is now probably a staging post in a series of hierarchically organized dream sequences.
अच्छा वो ट्रैफिक भी ज़्यादा नहीं है मुझे पहले ही लेट हो रहा है I was looking for a job for some time now and I got it again. Today is my first day. I am the assistant manager there now. पयलें म्हटल्यार मेन मुखेली क्लबान रावतालो तांकां हांव वळखतालो आनी दुसरें इट वॉज अ होम अवे फ्रॉम होम कांय एडजस्टमेंट नासलेलें करूंक रेंटान रावलो जाल्यार ओके सोसायटीचो प्रॉब्लम आसतलो आहलो सोसायटीचे रुल्स आसता टायमिंग्स आसता ताका लागून जातलो आहलो पूण क्लबान कांय एडजस्ट करूंक चड पडोंक ना कित्याक क्लबान एकामेकाक वळखताले सगळे
तूं तो लिसांव कोत्ता गमत जाल्यार रेडिओ पयता चलयनासले पोशेन बंद करीत
2 दीस उपरांत ताणें आमच्या क्लबाचेर फातर मारले 800 फोडले आमी कंप्लेन केलें तरी पूण पुलीस एक्शन घेयनात कित्याक मिस्टर जावेद तांकां फोर्स करीत आसलो आमकां भायर घालपाक क्लबांतले भायर सरात म्हणून हें सगळो ताणें प्रेशर तांचेर घातलो आनी ते आमकां प्रेशर करून आमकां भायर घालूंक सोदताले पूण आमचे भुरगे थोडे भियेले थोडे भिवून थोडे गोंयांत गेले उपरांत ताणें आमच्या क्लबाक उजो घातलो आनी आयज आमकां फोन आयला आमचो आख्खो क्लब ताणें डॅमोलिश केला म्हणून
The real estate values there are magnificent. It is in everybody's interest to close the kudds down so that everybody can make money. So as they fall into disrepair, as they fall into disuse, more and more pressure will be put upon the village committees to close them down.
एबार 260 क्लब आसले मागीर थोडे क्लब बंद जाले इकले करून आतां 200 अबावट हा जॅरमालान आसले कितले क्लब जॅरमाल ते बिल्डींग आतां बिल्डरान घेतलो इकले तारापुरवालो आतां ते टेनंट जाले तेचे आनी ते डेवलॉपिंगाक वयता सरी तर आमच्या जाणट्यांनी इतली मेहनत करून क्लब करून घडून दवरलेले घेवन दवरलेले जाल्यार आमी हे सांबाळची आमचो काम
गोवा आतां बरें इम्प्रूव जाला प्लस ट्युरिजम मातूंतल्यान त्या वाटेनी फॉरनर इवन द बिचीस आर वेरी गूड लवली हांव चिंतिता केदो वयतलो जायना दिसता बट आय हॅव टू नियरली 5 years बॅक हें दिसलो म्हाका म्हणल्यार ना कित्याक कुडाकूय हिंग सांबाळपा न्हू आहाय न्हू ते फ्रेंड सर्कल आहा तेकाय लागून ते बॉन्डेज आसात सगळे
आतां हे क्लब्स थोडे आस्ते आस्ते गेले आतां जे आसात आजून एसिस्ट आसात सो सगळे गांवकऱ्यांनी एकठांय जावन तांणी फुडें सरून कितें तरी करचें जशें आमचे बेनालचे क्लब आमी आजून पासून झगडटात आजून पासून आमी आमची आज सोडूंक ना पूण तरी पूण आमी झगडटात आमचे क्लब आमकां परतून आमच्या हातांत येवंक